Hello. Hopefully this is working out. It's been a while since I've recorded. So, um, today I'm not working on my website. I have been loosely working on that. It's slow in coming. But purpose of today's video is about a rinky-dink little cheap MP3 player. Kind of trying to untangle myself from YouTube and Pandora. I don't really use Spotify, so that's not an issue for me. But I kind of miss like my middle school self. Misses these things. So uh, the prerogative for today's video, and it should be relatively short, is so I have all these CDs I bought over the years. My car has a CD player, no Bluetooth or anything like that, no aux cords, so CDs are the way. Now, I want to, rip these CDs and then port them over to my MP3 player. When I export in Rhythm Box, what do I get? Here's Marty Robbins, Gunfighter Ballads, and what do I get? What do I get when I rip that music? I get these like 01, 02, 03. And I kind of want to remove those. Now, here's another thing is I do not know at this point if this device even supports .ogg files. So what can we do? What can we do? I've got this guy here. It's laptops and stuff don't come with DVD drives really anymore, or a lot of them don't. And of course, I own a very cheap laptop, so I'm going to plug in this MP3 player, and we'll see if we can actually achieve audio. And if we can listen to the songs, then that's great. We don't need to worry about file format. All we need to do is rename and kind of get rid of these numbers, because I don't want 01, 02, 03. And it's a relatively easy operation. I'm going to be using Python if we can. So anyway, here's this. I'm going to just copy and paste one of these over there. That's pretty easy. Okay, I'm going to eject, and I'm going to go ahead and see if this works. All right, I've got my cheapy earbuds here. Let's see. All songs. Ooh, do I see Big Iron? Ah, the file format works. Okay, awesome. Yeah, Big Iron is a great song. Big Iron. I just woke up, so as you can see, I've got my coffee. That showbiz, baby. Okay, so something that also might be the case here is that it is a file format .ogg, but like, is it just named that? Or, you know, I guess some of these images, I took these actually, like this is just a clock, but I've got this old Ryko film camera, and so I was able to scan these images up. But the thing to know is that this is also titled .png, so it is not just the file name, it is also, the the actual format. And what I mean is, like, could it just say Big Iron and not bigiron.ogg, because when I was looking here on the MP3 device, it did say .ogg, but that's just me being a little pedantic, possibly. So I'm going to turn this off. Oh, I don't know what the off button actually is. I don't know. The auto off, so I'll look into that. Okay, so what I want to do is recursively kind of go through all of the folders in my music directory, and if it finds a .ogg file, then we'll rename it and get rid of the numbers, which is relatively easy, especially because it's rather finite. We're not dealing with big numbers here, right? We're dealing with 2 digits, which means, 2 digits and 5 characters in total, including the hyphen, the dash, and the spaces. So this has been a long-winded intro with no programming, but this is the kind of stuff I use Python for, in my opinion. Just real quick, dirty scripting to get stuff done. So let's add a folder. Music rename, or sure. Okay. All right. So Python should just be a single file. So it's been a second since I've tried to dig through directories with Python, so we might just need to look up something really quick. Okay, so I'm thinking it would be nice if it just kind of auto-magically did this. But it would be easier if I fed it a file path or a directory path. So let's just start with this. I am going to dupe this for the sake of testing. Okay, so also it's this is one of those things I'm thinking too hard about. We can just code it, / music / I'll just I guess we might be able to just get the Oh, Balmora. If y'all are unfamiliar, Balmora is the name of a town in the video game Morrowind. So, okay. We can expand on this as need be, instead of dropping this file, because otherwise the alternative would be dropping this file in every directory we wanted to use it in, which is fine. That's also totally valid. You'll see that a lot with game mods, mods for video games, where it's okay, here's this exe, go drop it in the directory path of your game, and it'll do the thing. Which is also a fine approach. Okay, so how do I get a list of files in a given directory? I feel like I should just know this. Yeah. OS. That's fine. Path would also probably work because I do know this to some degree. Okay, so list directory is file, and I'm not sure what join does. Oh, it's joining a path. That's okay. Sure. Walk is also an option. Ooh, extend. Okay. Here, hold on. I hate W3 schools. Oh, okay. Adds a list of elements. Cool. All right, that's fine. So we get directory path, directory names, and file names. This actually seems just fine. So I'll bring this over here. And yeah. So, okay. Okay. With open, we don't need to worry about opening quite yet. Dir paths, dir names, and file names. Oops. All right. Well, let's hope that works out. I've been so embedded in JavaScript for the last 2 months now. Been doing like a lot of accessibility bug fixing and whatnot. Anyway, my soul wants to put curly braces everywhere, but we're back in Python. Okay, so we do one loop here. File names dot extend and files names. I can see why they just named it F because of the collision here. That's fine. Okay, cool. So for song in F, song and do W, I guess. It's gonna save files on top of the old files. So also, how do I rename a file with open? I thought there was a way to do that. Maybe it's early in the morning. No, it's not. I just woke up is what I'm talking about. Okay, with open, change file name. os.rename. Okay, here, hold on. Python, how to rename file. Just os.rename. Okay, so. Okay, so yeah, for song in F, we'll do rename. So new name equals song, and then for some reason I can never quite in my head get this right. So Python. Okay, Python 3 it is. Okay, let's say we had was it like 01 dash something like that, 01. bigiron.ogg. Oops. All right, sure. Was it? It's other way around. See, there we go. So actually 5 to get rid of that. There we go. See that? Formatting. Yep. Clip the first 5. Okay. Sweet. And then we'll say song, then new name. And get full. Do you see my camel casing there? Get full path, file name, and we'll do return F. My snake case and my it's all over the place. Don't worry. File path / file name. There we go. That's fine. New name with path equals. Okay, there we go. We'll do that, and then we'll do get full path song. Okay. That actually very well might be it. I mean, at least for this one, right? And then I'll have to kind of soup it up for whatever else. But I just thought this would be a fun little, you can do anything kind of video. This is why I like programming, is to easily do the stuff that's just annoying the hell out of me. I don't want to manually rename all these things, especially because I got a couple dozen CDs. So and yeah, this walk, I might be able to just kind of recursively walk through all of my directories. So that might be just something I do off camera. I wanted to get kind of a basic prototype going. So anyway, let's try this out. See what breaks. What do I got? Oh, it's just code on this computer. Okay. Now CD code, CD music renamer, and then do. Oh. Okay. I don't know if that worked. We should have added some console logs. Hold on. Oh, I was in there. It didn't work. Okay, hold on. Oh, console.log. Yeah, see, freaking JavaScript is. I just typed Python print. Okay. Print renaming song to new name. And done. Okay. At least now we can kind of see what's going on. Okay. Huh. Okay. So it's saying the file path is not a. Generator object block. Right. I just thought it might give us back like a few lists or something. So, oh, I'm also missing a break here. Oh, that's cool. Someone shows how to do recursive walking through subfolders. Stack Overflow is like once in a while actually useful. It used to be more useful. Nowadays, I like not as much, in my opinion. Okay, so why is this not? Is this not a valid file path? Here, I'm going to go look up. Uh, I really. Oh, well. Okay. I mean, it's pretty. Here. I wanted to go to the actual documentation. Let's see. Um, there we go. W3 Schools shows when they gave an example, they here, so you guys can see. They added top down equals true, but that's defaulted. I didn't really like W3 Schools. Okay. Generate the file names and directory, blah blah blah. Yields a 3-tuple. Dir path is a string. Path to directory. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, Here. Let us double check something. Home, Balmora, music. Let's narrow this down. Okay. So, still done. It's like it's saying there's no directory names. Is it looping at all? Likely not. Yeah. Because walk file path is returning zip data. Um, if we do this, that I just kind of want to prove that it works. Yeah. Okay. There we go. File names. So, main.py. Fair. It's breaking on the rename, but okay, so it is the path. Do I need like a slash? It's usually small stuff that gets you. Sick. Okay, so probably just like renamed a bunch of crap I didn't want it to, but that's actually kind of fine. Yeah, it did. That's kind of funny. I don't really even know what these. I don't know. Okay, so we need to tighten this up. I will be right back. Alright, so I got some more coffee and don't worry about it. Also, you guys might like my shirt. I don't know. It's a Shadow the Hedgehog holding a Tylenol bottle saying, "Come and take it." Thought it was kind of funny. Okay. Right. So, file names. Um, I want to filter. Can I filter Python lists? Yeah. I just know that, like, in JavaScript you would have, like, filter, blah, 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 But I think what we can do is, because names don't matter, S for S and F, if S dot, if, oh god, I'm thinking so JavaScripty, if dot ogg in S, there we go. So, I never really know what audience I'm making these for. I mostly make them for myself, being that like 5 people watch these, but what we're doing here is called list interpretation, I believe. So we're saying song for every song in our list of files if that file has .ogg in its name. So we only want, we don't want like a bunch of other crap. So, I accidentally removed that from my clipboard. But that's fine actually. Let's cool it on the renaming for right now and see if we can't hook up recursion really quick. Near NIR over a year ago on Stack Overflow says to get all the full paths of the files in the subfolders recursively, we can use ospath.join directory path in the file for each, right? For the directory names and file names in os.walk, my path for F in file names. So let's try that. So he's doing it very Pythonically, so let's try doing it Pythonically. Okay, os.path just bring in path.join So he's referencing directory path. So you know what that means is he's likely doing that in this loop. So f equals doot, and then I'll just give some random variable name here. as we figure this out. Oh. Directory path. Maybe he's doing this outside of the loop. Hold on. No, he can't, because if he was, he wouldn't have access to directory path. So likely under f.extend for lock. All right, so what are we saying? We're joining a path for the tuple in walk. Okay, let's just see like what S is. And we can go from there. Ooh. Okay, so what do we got? What do we got? We have some whatever the hell these are, probably from Rhythmbox. And then let's see. I don't want to print that. Let's try that again. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it seems like here, I'm going to actually move this to my desktop. There. And then we're going to run this one more time. Okay, so this does like legitimately have all the songs, so that's cool. So whoa. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make this a little more readable too. Okay, now this is the same, but we want filtered names, and then since it like has the full file path now, we don't need this function call. So, but you know what we do need is a way to like reliably, one of these days I should actually just learn regex. My manager, he would be like, oh, we could just regex this, and then he'd just bust it out. He's really good at that. I never really learned regex. I could. I know it's not that hard, but it's just something I've kind of avoided. Not for any real reason. I just, it's like one of those things you learn a little bit about, use it, and then don't use it for a few weeks. And then it pops back up. You've forgotten everything you've learned. It's hard to remember stuff you don't do often. So, if for example, let's grab one of these. Yeah, so I can like visualize it. Okay. So, how would I break this up? See, this is where patterns come into play, right? Because you could say there's a pattern number space hyphen space. For our case, I think what we can do here is split. Just so I don't have to frickin' learn regex. There's many ways to skin a cat. Where did that idiom come from? I hope people weren't skinning cats, but okay. So what we can do here is split on the forward slashes, and the last index will be our song name, and then we just join it back together. So if we hop into Python 3 here, we say t equals, oops, there we go. I'm all over the place. Okay, t equals that. Oh, you know what? No, it doesn't. I have some single quotes in there. Okay, t equals that. T dot split. Okay, yeah, you see? So the last index is going to be this. And then we can say f equals t dot split. If we do f dot... Oh, how does Python do this? It's funny. It's like this dot join. Because it's like a function built on strings. Where I think JavaScript's like, list dot join or something. There's some nuance there. But if we do this, there we go, right? So that's relatively easy. Let's take that approach. So split song equals song dot split. Coffee. Okay, so song dot split, and then I know the last index of this is going to be, for example, with this, right? Length of is it t? Oh, excuse me. Length of f is 7, right? So if we do f6, what do we get? Right? Again, I don't know my audience, so, I don't think I ever elaborated on that point. I think I just said, I don't know any of you, and then went on. The thought I was having was sometimes I don't know what level of programming people are at. So in your classic for loop, right, you would have I equals 0, I less than length of list, I plus plus. So we do less than length because the length of something, in this case 7, represents saying there's 7 things in this. But lists and arrays typically in a lot of languages start with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So we need the 6th indice in a length of 7 list. Okay. So, great. So song name equals split song length of split song minus 1, right? So in this case 7, it would be 6. And then, was it 5? We want to exclude we want to exclude. Sorry, I'm trying to collect my thoughts. It's always easier to just like think about something and do it than like talk out loud. I don't know how these YouTubers do it all day. We want we want to exclude the first 5 characters of this song. And then, oh no, our song's still in this list. So what do we do? There's a few options. I'm going to take the lazy approach and say list equals S for S in split song if song name not in S. So that's going to give us a list of all of our parts here, right? Minus the name of the song. Then we'll just add it back in. So we'll say list dot append song name, and then we'll say formatted name equals list dot string dot join list. And before we try to like rename anything, let's just go ahead and print the formatted name. There we go. Okay. Now, I also want to get rid of... Okay, we did. We're not printing out anything. Fine. Okay. Ooh. Oh, new F. Yeah. Filtered names. There we go. This. Oh, yeah. All right. That's it. We want the length, then -1. -1 shouldn't be in that length operation. There we go. Cool. So, as you can see, if I extend this out, there we are. Right? So awesome. Let's go ahead and we do not need any of this. We'll print that out, and then we'll do just song, because now song is the full path. And we'll do formatted name. And we'll see if this works. Done? There we go. Cool. Well, that's that. Less than an hour, and now I have a tool that can kind of recursively go through all my music and rename it. And I'll play 1 second of this. Oh, I don't have I don't have any speakers connected, so actually never mind. Maybe not. Let's see. My speakers are also gone. I wanted to just test it, make sure these were still... I mean, the time is there. So I think the rename operation did just fine. Alright. What if I go to like a YouTube video? What is this? Cool.
Cutting firewood's.
Alright, so there is sound. Oh, there's a little mute button down here. So.
Do the.
Alright, we can't play anymore. Copyright or something. Okay, well, that's that. Sweet. Thanks. And bye.